Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at one of the most difficult Pokemon to use and my personal favorites, Staraptor. Now we're going to go with the regular one because the Shadow is amazing. It hits so hard, but unfortunately Staraptor as it is in the normal form can't really take a hit. In the Shadow, that's just horribly worse, and especially after we double debuff ourselves with Brave Bird as well as close combat, what we're going to be going with, it is going to be looking absolutely horrible. Now typically you're going to know that you're going down after you use those moves, so you kind of plan accordingly, but you get the picture. We're going to go with the regular one here. It still puts in a lot of work. I challenge you to try out Staraptor, see how many wins you can get. Hopefully the algorithm doesn't screw you over too hard, but it is an amazing Pokemon. So it did receive a community day, which was going to be a quick move and gust, but we are going to be going with wing attack on this one here because I just want to, they did buff it, they buffed it, so now it's a little bit better. So hey, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So the Kamikaze Bird, we're going to be pairing it up with Ampharos the entire time. As far as the third Pokemon, we have Giratina right now. Later we'll have something else, and then another and another. We're going to be swapping it out periodically so we can kind of switch it up and see what the algorithm does throw at us when we do change out that third Pokemon here. All right, so with that said, if you can give this video a thumbs up, much appreciated, please. And if you're new here, maybe you should subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss any of my videos. And let's go ahead and get into this here. So we're met with a Pangoro, which is going to be weak to flying as well as fighting here. One close combat, and that's a wrap. Now they might have Rock Slide, and we could have survived that, but I just wanted to be safe. Yeah, and they hit me with a damn Night Slash, so that would have really done not too much here. Hitting them with a close combat, they shielded up, going for the next one, and they're double shielding their Pangoro. So I swap into the Giratina, and they're going to be retreating with energy on that Pangoro. And what did they just bring in here? I couldn't quite see that. It's a, okay, Empoleon. Now they are going to be going for Blizzard here, which is perfectly fine because they've used both shields already. But we do need to consider that the Pangoro does have energy, and there is going to be a close combat on there potentially, as well as a couple of Night Slashes. So just got to keep that in the back of our mind, but it is just about over. It's almost going to get knocked out here. All right, bringing in the Ampharos to farm them down. They did hit me with that Blizzard. The Giratina is down. We do have energy here, and they have a Venusaur, so I immediately swap into the Staraptor to start building up energy here, right? At this point, a Sludge Bomb's going to KO. I'm thinking, all right, I know they're going to probably swap into Pangoro, and that's exactly what they did. And they have no health, but they did have energy, so it's still okay that we threw there. It's probably best because they would have taken us out. Now, I mean, it prompted them to back out because, yeah, exactly. So we take that win there. Next battle, met with a Swampert here. Now, we don't have to worry about Earthquake because, we're flying. So it's going to be best to let them go first. Let them throw that Hydro Cannon. And obviously, because you'll double debuff yourself if you do go for any of your charge moves here. All right, so now we will shield up, of course, this Hydro Cannon. All right. And we've gotten the shield out of them already. Now I'm just going to go straight for the Brave Bird here. Let's see if we can land this. And they're letting it go. We take them out with the Brave Bird. Great. Now we're 4 times down, so we immediately swap just to keep it alive. Who knows? And they bring in a Poliwrath, and I bring in the Giratina. And as soon as I bring in the Giratina, they swap into their Trevenant, which is still not bad at all because we do have the Ampharos in the back that is going to be able to handle the Poliwrath. Now this Trevenant is putting in the work, but they're going to have a choice to make here to use this shield. They let it go, and they keep that shield, farming down that Trevenant, and as soon as they bring in their Poliwrath, they back out. We take the win there. Looking good. Moving it on to the next one here. Staraptor holding it down in the front. Show me Shadow Claw. Beautiful. So we will be resisting the Shadow Claw here, and, well, we don't have to worry about the quick move, and we're going to go ahead and let that go. Going for the Brave Bird here, and now we're going to lower our defense. You know what I was thinking? We should have let the next one go. Yeah, because now they're going to be able to pretty much KO us here. So I shield it up. They swap into a Poliwrath. I figure they're going to shield this up, thinking it's going to be a Brave Bird. So I go close combat, less energy, and they shield it up. I swap into the Ampharos, and we're looking good. Don't think this is going to be a Skull. It's just an Ice Punch, so we're going to go ahead and let that go. Going for our Thunder Punch here, which should KO. Yeah, that Shadow Poliwrath, Shadow on Shadow damage. And what do they want to do here? We got that Snorlax in the back now, and we have a Venusaur. It's funny how many Venusaurs I've all of a sudden seen when I do have my flyer on the team. It's good for me if I can get the alignment. It doesn't really do me any good at all, but it's interesting how many Venusaurs after I put Staraptor, because of that grass as well as poison type, you know, weak and resisting. That's the way it works with the moves. Bringing in the Snorlax and shielding up the Frenzy Plant, the only one that we can shield up, because, well, this thing is going to be doing a lot of damage. They're retreating, and I immediately throw. I don't remember if they caught her or if I did that on purpose. I think I did that on purpose. All right, so bringing back the Venusaur, folks. What's going on here? We still got the Staraptor, right? Oh, yeah, Oh, double K. Freaking O. All right. So, really quick. Oh, yeah, another Giratina. Show me Shadow Claw. Beautiful. If you're not aware of what a double KO does as far as score-wise, basically, it makes that match nothing. So, say you had a 3, or you won 4 battles. You're on your 5th one, and the 5th one was a double KO. Essentially, it'll just make it seem like there's only supposed to be 4 battles within that set, and you'll still get all your points, or you won't get deducted, whatever. It's weird. It should just be a win for each person. I don't understand why it's so punishing. This company's so weird. Make it seem like getting to Legend is some sort of god thing. No, it's really not. It's either easy mode, you know, it requires some skill. I'm not gonna just deny all those people, right? But I don't want to walk down that route right now, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and look at the battle. What do we got? Bringing in Staraptor. I remember thinking to myself, was this the right play? But they shield it up. We get to the Brave Bird. I'm thinking, okay, all right, Staraptor putting in that work, and they let it go. Wow, doing a lot of damage to the Cresselia. Bringing in the Snorlax to do a little bit of lick damage, and they're throwing here. They did not want me to get to a Body Slam. Bringing in the Ampharos, and this is a wrap. There's really nothing they can do. We're going to let this first one go here. Moonblast, no problem. But we will get to 2 brutal swings before they can get to another charge move. And that's pretty much it. Ampharos is so good. Shadow Ampharos especially. I love this thing. As you may have noticed, it's been in a lot of my videos lately, as far as Go Battle League alongside the showcase. All right, taking that win. Thank you, Ampharos and team. Next battle, Staraptor leading the charge up against an Obstagoon. Now, close combat will KO, but we do need to kind of manage this. Again, unfortunately, Staraptor is a very particular Pokemon to use. It's not just your average thing, right? All right, so they're swapping into a Charizard. I immediately go for the Brave Bird, and they're shielding it up. Great, that's perfectly fine. And bringing in the Ampharos here. Now, Snorlax is not going to have a great time up against Obstagoon, although it can pretty much one-shot it with Superpower. Not KOing it, it'll still have health and it'll survive. And since it is dark and normal, the lick is not doing crap. As a matter of fact, it's healing it. Now they have a Swampert in the back here, taking down that Charizard, going for the brutal swing, doing a lot of damage, bringing them down to almost half, getting to the next one. Beautiful. This is all we really needed to do here. Get that shield then, and that's their last shield too. Okay, let's go. Letting that Hydro Cannon go. Now, Staraptor, no Snorlax. Okay, yeah, because we want to absorb whatever they throw at us here, and the Staraptor would have been KO'd. Now, we can technically take another Hydro Cannon if we wanted to, and the Staraptor, we save the shield for it. Yeah, and I think that's exactly what we do here, going for the Body Slam. And this is getting pretty close. I think we already know. Swap, and we have that. Oh, yeah. So we bring in the they bring in the Obstagoon, we bring in the Staraptor, go for the close combat KO. And that's a wrap. Thank you, Staraptor. Next battle. Now, it also has Heat Wave for a charge move, okay? Now, you could technically run that, and you don't have a move that's going to debuff you. But let me tell you, it's a horrible move for the energy and the damage that it is. Okay, it's just, I don't understand. It's like almost they intentionally made it a punishing move so that, yeah, if you have it, you're going to hate it, okay? It's such a weird thing to do. Anyways, we have Ampharos out here, and Staraptor is down, but it put in the work, taking that first win first. Now we've got an Ampharos versus Ampharos battle here, and yeah, you know how it goes. Okay, brutal swing sounds good. Now they are 1 volt switch of energy ahead of me, so I do need to consider that. Yeah, they didn't throw there. I don't know. Maybe they just planned to shield. Oh, they just knew they were survive. Okay, there you go. All right, bringing in the Snorlax, and we're going to go ahead and shield this brutal swing up. Now we've used our first shield, and they swap into a Cresselia. Now it's Body Slam jam time. Gonna have to just keep on spamming this. Doing a lot of damage with that league as it's super effective. Snorlax is such a good swap in Pokemon for pretty much every league. I mean, it's okay in the Great League. I wouldn't say it's the best there, but very good for the Ultra and Master League for sure. Alright, so we've already bring them down below half health here. Looking pretty good. And we've used our last shield already, and no attack debuff so far from the Moonblast. That's great. Going for another Body Slam, and they're out of shields as well. Now we swap into our Ampharos to have them use up their energy, so they can go ahead and just take us out. Kind of, you know, like a third shield. Now they swap into their Ampharos, and I'm thinking, come on, man, survive. Your Volt Switch is not going to connect before I KO. Before you KO. Yes. And we get to the Body Slam, relying on slow energy, or at least damage connection to the Pokemon from those moves. Man, that is amazing. Thank you, Snorlax, taking the win there. Next battle met with a Swampert. We've seen this one before. Let's see how it does play out. And we're going to obviously let the first one go here. Easy money. And they're going to swap into a Registeel. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and throw 2 close combats. They'll let the first one go, I do believe. And then we'll get their shield for the next one here, which is fine. I'm not going to waste any more time building up energy. Or I am. Okay, I do the opposite. I can't. Alright, so we shield that up, knowing that they're not going to be able to, you know, KO us with the lock-on. Now, we're max defense drop. Now we're swapping in after we've gotten both shields from them. So they showed me their Flash Cannon. I'm thinking, Focus Blast, they're not going to have it. And they have it, of course. And of course, they don't have Zap Cannon. I'm like thinking to myself, what the hell is this crap? Alright, so they're back in here with their Swampert. They're going to be taking out my Snorlax. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Staraptor, seeing that they're going to have to throw a charge move to actually take us out here. Do I shield this up? Yes, I do. And I'm going to try to KO them here by quick moving them down. And I fail miserably. You have no idea. I almost threw my phone. I will never throw my phone. But I felt it in my soul. Let's put it like that. Alright, so I screwed up severely there. Oh, right. Fantastic. Alright, we have the Ampharos. Oh, and they caught a Thunder Punch with their Registeel. Very nice. Alrighty, can we get to it? I don't think that's happening, folks. It's a wrap here. I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one off. And down we go. And we take a loss there. That's a good game. Alright. Now, what did we just put on our team? Was that the Machamp? Did we put Machamp on the team? Are we going to see a flyer up front right out the gate? Of course we are. Of course we are. We've got the fighter, so they're going to be like, oh, there's a fighter on this team. So algorithm, hello. Anyways, so we're going to see bird versus bird. Let's get it. Both flying in normal type. That normal type, man. What's something funny about that. All right, we're going to shield up their Feather Dance. I figured it was going to be that. We're just so low. I kind of want to just hold on to this thing. See if we can get another shield or at least do a ton of damage there. And we're going to do a lot of damage. Bringing in the Machamp and countering them down. Great. And they're bringing in their own fighter, Poliwrath. Okay, we got another fighter versus fighter situation like the other video. And now we're going to go ahead and swap because that's enough fighter versus fighter. And we're going to see a power-up punch. Okay, lovely. Good thing I didn't shield that up. Throwing the Thunder Punch as they did catch that with their Mew. Unfortunately, Brutal Swing would have been super effective. So now we're going to go ahead and go with that here. Now, this is going to be a very interesting situation that's going to happen. We're going to go ahead and let this go. And we're going to rely on Shadow Machamp's counter damage to counter down a Psychic type Mew here. Because it's just doing that much damage. That's just the way it is in Pokemon Go. Let's go. Beautiful. We got a lot of energy and they've got no more shields left. So I do believe we get to the second charge move right as they get to theirs. That's crazy. And we're going to take the win with our Shadow Machamp. Team the Staraptor back there. All right, looking good. Next battle, leading with Staraptor again. And we have a Galarian Zapdos fighting. They're swapping into Tapu Fini, Fairy, and Electric. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Ampharos here. Because obviously Staraptor doesn't want anything to do with that. And what do we have on the team now? I mean, what the hell do we have on the team now? What is going on? Machamp. Okay, yeah, well, Machamp doesn't want to go up against a Fairy. So we take out the Tapu Fini at the expense of a shield. They bring back the Galarian Zapdos, which is going to be flying. They let it go. I take them. I'm like, what the hell is going? Oh my goodness, half this team is weak to Electric. So they got an Articuno in the back, and I'm thinking, well, that team looked cool though. Is that a Shadow? Is that a shiny? No, it's just a Shadow. Yeah, nice Galarian Zapdos though, right? Anyways, that's just the way it goes sometimes, right? In Go Battle League, that's just the way it goes. We bring in the Staraptor to just absorb that icy wind, and I was just kind of having a little fun here. You know, I could have threw cross chop, but I go for the overkill rock side, whatever, and we take the win. All right, moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to see here? Staraptor lead Charizard. Oh, you know what? Damn, you know what? Niantic, can you please give Staraptor a little bit of love here? I mean, come on. I need to go check out its move pool to see what it can learn, but I don't know. It needs some bait move. Heat Wave is not going to cut it. All right, going for the close combat. 2 bait. Oh, never mind. They swapped into Staraptor. I was not looking at the screen there for a second. That's my bad. All right, so we land the close combat on that wall rain, pretty much one-shotting it, swapping into the Machamp, countering it down, getting a shield from the Charizard with a cross chop on the Shadow Machamp. Now we're going to let this go. It's going to be a Dragon Claw, but it is enough to take us out. Bringing in the Ampharos, and we're able to farm down the Charizard in one shot, and they have a Swampert in the back. Now, hope is not lost because we do have the Staraptor, and we will be able to survive the quick move damage, and we don't have to worry about that. They had to get to a charge move to take us out at this point. So they're letting it all go. We swap into the Staraptor, and we go for the close combat here, and they're shielding it up finally using their last shield, red to red. And I let this go. I kind of should have just finished it off with the Staraptor there, but I said, let's just go ahead and bring in the Ampharos, getting lazy. But there you have it, folks. Staraptor is so much fun to use. Thank you for watching, and take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the cat. This is the best.